All right, man. Today's video is this, bro. I'm about to get on it, man. Jerome, I promise to God, you motivating the hell out of me. Thank you, brother. You're doing amazing. Amazing. Listen, fellas. Let in hindsight, I've been looking at my life today, and I want to give you this game that I realized today at the restaurant, Mexican restaurant. The reason why married men have an advantage over single men when it comes to making money and business and things like this is this. It's from my perspective only. Hear me. When you building a business, when you first starting a business, there's a few things that really make or break most businesses. And the main thing that really makes or breaks most business early is liquidity. Liquidity. They have to have surplus cash to like absorb mistakes. When mistakes happen, you're able to absorb them and keep going with minimal disruption to the process. Right? Mistakes will be made, but the mistakes are lessened. The blow is lessened to you because you have surplus. You can make mistakes here and there, and you can recover quickly. For me, I had surplus because I had a wife. I just had a wife that had income. She had income coming in, so I wasn't really focused on my income. I was more focused on my business, and she gave me that liquidity to say, "Hey," or that knowing that if things went sour, she would step up with the money, right, and help me get through the next point, which she did. My wife did support us very much in the early days of the business, but it goes deeper than that, man. It goes deeper than that. As I really thought about it, and I remember my mentor told me, he said, "James, get married. Stay at home with your wife, man, and really focus on your business. Like focus on the family. Keep your family good, and then you can have more time and more clarity to push on your business, right? Push it forward." And I really thought about it today, and I was like, you know what? Let me go a little deeper. Yes, I had liquidity of cash. I had liquidity. I had my wife's income to, even though I didn't really need it at first, if something did happen, I know she would step up and help me, right? But understand this. I know for a fact that a lot of single men that start businesses, they lack support, right? Because everybody is just like, we hope you make it, but they're not really in your ear. Like if you had a woman that was on side of you, truly for you and supporting you, pushing up, right? So I had liquidity of support. I had an endless supply of support coming from my family, my home. At nighttime, when things was hard in the daytime, I had support, man. Somebody that was pressing me up that I loved and cared about to keep my business rolling, right? But then I went again. I was like, that's amazing too. But also, what I didn't realize, and you as a man knows this, also you can agree with this, I had liquidity of sex. When a man's sex account gets low, you know you need to refill that, right? Me, I had plenty. It was right there at the house. I could just go get some and replenish my account, and I was right back in the game. But if you single, when that account gets low, if you like me, your mind's supposed to focus on that. Regardless of whatever you need to do that day, you trying to find that sex, right? Like you gonna go on dates, you gonna get on that phone, you gonna get you gonna start DMing. That's taken away from the business, man. That's taking away your thought process of making that business better, right? When you out here chasing the sex from the girls, the multiple girls out here, right? That takes away from your brain power and your focus on a day-to-day basis when you're trying to build your business. Think about that, man. And when you have liquidity of cash, liquidity of support, liquidity of sex, you know what that results in for you? You have a surplus, right? And you know what you can do with that surplus? It it um it translates into, when you in your business, you have surplus behaviors also, right? Because you don't have nothing else to do. You got all this injured the person's business, right? But you don't need to be paid that day. You can give more to your business than it's giving you back. Do you hear me? You can give more to your business through surplus behavior than you get back in the initial points of your business. You don't need to be paid today. You work it actually for the year 6 months out when you ain't worried about cash. When you know you're gonna be good tomorrow, you can do everything you got today. You can give them everything. You can give them more than you got. Right? That's when because you know the support is there. The same people that supporting you today, they're gonna support you tomorrow. They're gonna support you next day. Right? It's gonna be there for you. Right? The sex account, it ain't gonna never get low. Right? So you ain't never gotta lose focus by going chase the sex. That's when the surplus behavior comes in. You can give more to your clients, the people that's gonna trust you with their business, their money, because you don't really need nothing anyway. What else do men need? I got it all already. I'm gonna give you everything I got every day. Do you hear me? Yeah, man. Understand that, man. When you have this is what married men have over most single men. This is why they make more money. They're able to provide that surplus behavior because they already have liquidity in the cash department, liquidity in the support department, liquidity in the sex department. He ain't worried about nothing, right? You can do more. So hear me, man. If you a married man and you got those things, embrace them. If you a single man, understand this is what you need to get. I don't care how younger you are, man. Like, don't think that, oh, I'm too young to get married. Bro, you need that support system. Your urges, your needs are getting in the way of you pushing past those barriers to break through that business. That's the video, man. Think about that, man. Think about where your liquidity at and where you have to keep refilling that tank at. Find a more permanent result, a more permanent solution. Stop winging it. Stop winging it on the things that you need on a day-to-day basis. Find a more permanent solution so you can free your mind to really, really lock down on your goals, man. That's the video, bro. I love you, bro.